Well, good afternoon. We are down at Emmanuel Church downtown for the Representative Wendell Gilliard. And the people in the community would like to show their appreciation for the work that he's done in the community. And we are standing here and we both thinking that this is the door that Dylan came out of, the guy that did the shooting. And we're standing here with a very attractive, beautiful young lady. Ma'am, can you tell the viewing audience your name?
Hello, my name is Gerri, and I'm a native Charlestonian.
Okay, ma'am, I want to ask a few questions, okay? And as I should have said earlier, my name is AC. Arthur Chisolm is my name. I'm known by AC. And we had the previous show on Comcast, AC Fun Time Superstars. What we did, we went out into communities. We asked questions to the community about what's going on in the community. Now, we've got a brand new show, and it's called Win Cash with AC. Ma'am, I'd like to ask you a question, and I'm going to also ask you the big money question, okay? And no one has guessed the answer, so I don't think you're going to guess the answer, okay? But tell me this, how do you feel about the Juneteenth law that was passed for making law? How do you feel about that?
I believe that the Juneteenth law that was passed was a great suggestion of reconciliation with African Americans, but I think even a greater suggestion would have been the United States asking for forgiveness and showing repentance to the rest of the world for the acts of slavery. I think that would have been a greater act of reconciliation.
And I totally piggyback and agree with you. I'm going to ask another question. Okay. As a people, do you feel like we all have faults? We all have issues. Do you feel like we are territorial, opinionated, and do you feel like if we can have more effective communication for clarity, is it possible we could maybe come together and move forward to go to a new level for opportunities? How do you feel about that?
I believe that yes, as a people, we can become very emotional. We are opinionated and probably territorial, but I believe that once we put all of that on the line or push it aside to get to the core of or the root of what needs to be accomplished, then we should be able to move forward.
Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and ask you the big money question. The big money question is, from the day one was born till the day one dies, what would have been the most important day of their life? Ooh, that's the big one. It's going. What this show is all about is provoking people to think. You know, there was a book called Think and Grow Rich, and I think if our people would begin to think, we would see some of the things, because we don't research, we don't ask questions, and I feel like we should question everything. But if we would start thinking, I don't want to tell you what we could become, because we are kings and queens. We're supposed to be making things happen. I don't want to say any more on that line, but we can do better than we are doing. Ma'am, what's your answer?
You said so much in between that.
I'll ask the question again.
Ask the question again.
Okay, from the beginning of one's life to the day one dies, what would have been the most important day of their life?
I think that would be the day of accepting what God has made you to be in this world, in your community, in your family, all of those things that He's put into you to be beneficial to this world. I think that would be the most important day, that aha moment when you know what you are created to be in this world.
Look at here. She just helped y'all out. She didn't give the answer, but she came so close to the answer. No, you didn't answer the question. You didn't see, you gave a good answer,
okay,
but it was not the answer we have in the safe. Okay. Now, if you was on Steve Harvey's show, that you would hear something go bong.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? And Steve would have told you that's a good answer, but it wasn't the right one. Ma'am, I want to thank you for the opportunity for this interview, and we'll see you on the other side. Be safe.